concert in a couple of days. And without Curly on drums, even Walter's soppy trio will sound better than us. Sorry, Gnasher.
But what's more important than band practice?
I dunno. He's been acting weird ever since he started collecting boo-bips.
What bips?
Boo-bips. You know, they're on TV. Boo-bips are cool. They're lots of fun. Make sure you collect everyone.
All right, then. So what do you reckon Curly's up to, then?
Only one way to find out. Time for Operation Curly Watch.
Cool.
Oh, fantastic. Ooh, bits are cool, they're lots of fun. Make sure you collect.
I can't believe it. He's thrown his burger away.
He doesn't really want the food. He just wants the boo-bip.
But why? But what?
That's what we're going to find out, Pieface. Come on!
Good news? OK, I'll come over right away.
Come on! We've got to follow him!
Who's he going to meet? Oh, I hope it's not a girl. He's going to your house, then.
No, he's not. He's going to Walter's!
So, is everything going according to plan, Walter? I'll say. I told Curly the cafe was giving away boo-bips, and he rushed over there right away. Missed band practice again. Oh, goody. Without Curly, the din makers will be hopeless. Even more hopeless than usual. Exactly. And without them lowering the tone, the undisputed stars of the school concert will be the Walter Chamber Trio. Jolly good. Shh, here he comes. Hello, Curly. How are you?
OK, I can't stop. I've got to get home to settle my new boo-bip in with his pals. You said you had some good news?
Yes, indeed. Thanks to Father's connections, I shall be taking delivery tonight.
And can I have a good look at it and play with it a bit?
Of Boo course, Bip, Curly Bob.
Yeah, Boo, OK. But
I don't believe it!
Curly and Walter.
Friends! It's like Walter has got Curly under a spell. Did you hear them talking gobbledygook?
Yeah, I couldn't understand it.
That's because it was gobbledygook, Pieface.
Oh, right.
Anyway, he sounds like Walter's getting something Curly wants, and it's being delivered tonight. And we're going to find out what it is. OK, everyone, you know the drill.
I'm not sure how long I can hold this tent.
Don't worry, Pieface. This shouldn't take long.
A one-win boo-bip, the rarest boo-bip of all. And now that you belong to me, Mr. One-Whim, I can use you to control that silly boy Curly. This could mean the end of the din makers. And who knows, perhaps even the end of Dennis.
Huh, we'll see about that.
Sorry about that, Den.
No problem, Pieface. I know what Curly wants now, and we're going to make sure he gets one.
We are?
Yeah, we're gonna make him the best one-win boo-bip ever. 3 eyes, 8 legs, 4 wings, and 1 long tongue. Perfect.
I found him, Den.
Great! We're ready! Well, almost. Hi, Curly.
Hi, Dennis.
Listen, we know you're collecting boo bips.
Me? Oh, no way, that's mad. Me collect boo bips. It's kid stuff.
So you'll not want the one whim we got you then?
Oh, no, you got me a one whim?
Yep.
OK, I do collect boo bips. And yes, I'd love to own a one whim. Who wouldn't?
Then your wish is granted. Ta-da!
Is this a joke?
Huh?
I collect authorised figures, not fakes.
That's not a fake.
Yeah, Dan should know. He made it.
OK, it is a fake. But it's not the only fake around here, is it, Curly?
What do you mean?
I mean, you're supposed to be with us, not hanging out with Walter.
What? I'm not...
Yes, you are. We saw...
Hey, since when do I need your permission to hang out with anyone?
Wait, Curly! I didn't mean to... Oh, it's no good. If we're to get Curly back with us, we'll have to find him a real one whim.
But we're still broke, Den. And we're running out of time.
Don't worry, we'll get the cash. We'll just have to earn it. Not bad for a few hours' work. Easily enough to buy a one whim.
But Den, where are we going to find one to buy?
Well, we know someone who's got one, don't we? We'll just make him an offer he can't refuse.
Careful! It's very valuable.
I know, but this is probably the nearest I'll get to owning one.
Well, you can always come and play with it, as long as you behave yourself, of course.
Walter, you've got guests.
Oh, that'll be Bertie and Dudley. Hang bip on, Bop Chaps! Oh, it's you. What do you want?
We've come to buy your one whim.
Really? I can't think why you'd want it.
We don't. It's for our mate, Curly.
I'm sorry, it's not for sale.
Oh, yeah? Well, maybe you'll change your mind when you see this.
Goodness.
Hang on, Dan. Where'd you get all that money?
Oh, delivering magazines
And doing gardening?
and walking dogs.
And you did all that just for me?
Hey, what are mates for?
We wanted everything to be like before. Just the three of us.
And Gnasher, of course.
You know what? Me too. Come on, let's get out of here.
So long, one whim boy.
What?
Friends?
For life.
Pity we've got a new drummer.
What?
Just kidding. Let's go practice. The Din Makers are back in business and ready to rock and roll!
I knew it! They've lowered the tone of the whole evening!
Well done, son. You certainly rocked out. Played well.
Thanks, Dad. It's been a great day all round.
Yeah, we're all back together.
The concert rocks.
And we've still got all that money too.
Ah, yes, about that, Dennis. I've had a call from Sergeant Slipper.
You have?
Yes, about your fundraising efforts. Apparently all the magazines were damaged, and you broke a mains water pipe in Mrs. Creature's garden, and all the dogs had to go to the groomers. And I'm afraid everyone wants full compensation.
Well, Mum, that's rock and roll.
OK, Gnasher. Prepare to meet the Fleaminator.
Are you sure this will work?
Of course, like the catalogue says, it's anti-flea science in a high-tech appliance. Just a touch more power to pick up the stragglers.
Is that supposed to happen?
Not according to the manual.
I'm sorry, but that dog will have to stay out of my lovely clean house until his fleas have gone. For good.
Oh, don't worry, Gnasher. Dad'll find a way.
All right, class. That's enough for today.
But I was just warming up.
Dennis. Now, before you go, I have an announcement to make regarding the school dance competition.
Dance competition? Blech.
This year, Athena's father, Mr. Rat Bucket Kane, has kindly donated an award.
Oh, Rat Bucket! All hail the king of rock bass players!
And as well as helping me judge the contest, Athena will be presenting the prize to the winner.
I will win. It's my destiny.
Please tell me that's a joke.
I can dance!
Well, if you can dance, Pieface, you must know these moves. And you've got to know this one. It's the latest thing.
Oh, yeah,
Him? Dance? I don't think so. Dancing is about graceful movement, elegance and finesse. If Pieface won, I'd eat my socks.
A sock swallowing Walter. Now that I've got to see. Well, you better bring your knife and fork to the dance then, 'cause Pieface is going to win. And you know why?
Do tell.
Because he's got the best dance teachers on the planet.
Really? And who would they be?
Me and Gnasher. All right, Pieface, we'd better go back to basics.
anything done, as long as I get to win. I mean, backstage passes for a Rat Bucket concert. Wow.
Hey, if I'd known that was a prize, I'd have gone in for it myself. But meanwhile, we've got to make sure you win.
Yeah, well, I reckon I should do
I know, disco, a la Dennis and Gnasher. Line dancing. Okay, now for some heavy rock. Right, Pieface. There's 3 dances you could do. What do you think? Oh, great. Now what are we going to do? Good idea, Gnasher. We'll check out the opposition.
Attention, dancers! At the sound of the music, dance! Lift, right, you there, keep it up!
But these metal-tipped shoes are so heavy, sir.
Never mind the shoes, what's our motto? The harder we work our feet, the harder we'll be to beat!
Uh-oh, the Colonel's got Walter and his pals dancing like a well-drilled platoon. Pieface is going to have his work cut out to beat them.
This new flea magnetizer will do the trick, Gnasher. All we have to do is give the fleas a puff of magno dust and then turn on the magnetizer. Victory! It's starting to work.
Cool, let's pump up the power.
No, Dennis. Oh, too much power.
Maybe it's time to wake Pieface for his next lesson?
Dennis!
Right, Pieface, which dance then?
The dance I want to do. My granddad taught it me when I was a kid.
Oh, OK. What is it then?
The dance of the 7 pies.
The what?
Oh, I'll show you. Give me some music, Curly. So, what do you think?
It was different.
Cool. That's good enough for me. Roll on the dance contest.
Something tells me Pieface is going to need a little extra help.
My boys are fighting fit, Mrs. Creature. They'll beat anything the enemy can throw at them.
Well, we'll find out very shortly, Colonel. The dance contest is about to begin.
Now to give Pieface a little extra help. I'll just give Walter and his pals' dancing shoes a blast of Magno dust. So they respond to Dad's magnetizer. And Pieface will be all set to win.
Where have you been? I thought you'd gone home.
What? I missed me star pupil picking up his prize? Don't worry, Pieface. You and me are going to be front row at the Rat Bucket gig.
And now to our first contestants. Let's hear a big hand for...
Walter, Bertie, and Dudley.
Uh-oh. They look like they know what they're doing.
Like I say, Pieface, don't worry about a thing.
Shoulders back, keep a stiff upper lip, and dance. What's wrong with you chaps? Dance! Dance! That's an order!
We can't! Our feet are stuck!
Not for long.
Those steps aren't part of our routine.
Neither are these.
Come on! Remember your training! Why will we work our feet? Why will we to
Uh-oh, that wasn't supposed to happen.
Thank you, Walter, Bertie and Dudley. That will certainly take some beating for originality.
Oh, great.
Right, Gnasher. This automatic flea-seeking comb will definitely do the trick. And as soon as we're done, you can go and see Dennis at the school dance contest. Right, lock and load. Those fleas are doomed. Gnasher, Gnasher, come back!
And now, for the final contestant tonight.
It's Pieface with the dance of the 7 pies.
We're going to need a miracle to win now. Gnasher!
No fleas detected. Subject clear.
Well done, Gnasher! It looks like you and Dad finally beat the fleas after all. Hey, what's going on?
Wow! What kind of dance is that?
That? Oh, that's the flea.
The flea?
Yeah, it's the latest thing. You must have heard of it. It's in all the magazines.
Oh, yeah, right. The flea. I do it all the time. It's cool.
That's it. You've got it. Come on, everybody, join in. Let's all do the flea.
Well, after that amazingly inspiring display, I'm sure we're all agreed that there can only be one winner of this year's dance contest.
I'm happy to present first prize, 4 VIP backstage passes to the Rat Bucket concert to...
Here are our dancing shoes, Colonel. We won't be needing them anymore.
Better take your socks off too, Walter. They'll be tasty with a little ketchup.
Oh, dear.
do you want, Curly? It's Saturday.
Yeah, and guess what? The fair's in town.
The fair? Give me 5 minutes.
Choo-choo! Here comes the train, Bee. Good girl, Bee. Dennis, that's disgusting. Sit down and eat properly.
No time, Mum. I'm meeting Curly and Pieface at the fair.
Oh, no, you're not. I need you to look after Bee while I'm at my relaxation class.
Oh, Mum, can't you take her with you?
Well, that wouldn't be very relaxing, would it?
Yeah, it'd be fine. Bee could chill out too, couldn't you, Bee? See? She said yes.
No more argument, Dennis. It won't hurt you to look after your little sister for a couple of hours.
But, Mum, I want to go to the fair.
Well, you'll just have to take her with you.
What are we doing first, Dennis?
Coconut shy. Remember all the great stuff we won last year? Hang on. These balls are foam rubber.
Oh, yes, new regulations, see? We can't have kids like you winning everything. I mean, injuring yourselves.
Never mind the coconuts. Let's have a go on the dodgems.
Yeah, maybe we can beat the speed record we set up last year.
Dodgems aren't much fun.
Never mind fun. You just keep to the speed limit.
We could have walked faster than those dodgems.
Don't worry, Pieface. There are plenty more rides. We'll have a go on the big swing. Hi, mister. Can't me swing go any higher?
Oh, yeah? Oh, now, son. Health and safety in it. More than my job's worth.
Oh, I've had more fun in one of Mrs. Creature's detentions.
Yeah, it's almost like they don't want us to have a good time.
Don't panic, boys. There's got to be something worth having a go on.
Bouncy castle! Bouncy castle!
Hey, well spotted, Bee! We'll be all right now, boys. We always have a good time on the bouncy castle.
But Dan, what if it's not as good as last year?
Yeah, what if it's a totally non-bouncy castle?
Nah, you can't mess around with a bouncy castle. It'll be great. Come on.
All right, you lot, hold it right there.
What's up? We only want to go on the castle.
No chance. I remember you from last year. Caused chaos, you did.
Come on, mister. We were only having fun.
Yeah, well, there'll be no more of your kind of fun round here. I've changed the rules. Now, the bouncy castle is only for children under the age of 4.
Ha-ha! Fair enough. So you can have a go, then.
As long as they don't have a brother called Dennis.
You can't do that.
Oh, yes, I can. My castle, my rules.
One go on bouncy castle!
Sorry, Bee. You heard what the man said.
Come, bouncy castle! Hoppy-do-a-poo!
Hey, Bee, look! It's not my fault. You just can't.
Hey, Charlie, fancy a cup of coffee?
I don't mind if I do.
Or maybe you can. Yes! Result! Hey!
Hey, you!
Run for it, everyone!
Hey! Oh, my lovely castle! Come back!
Wow, I've never seen anything like that before.
That stuff must have been helium, like you put in balloons. Well, serves him right. He should have let you have a go, shouldn't he, Bee? Bee? Where is she?
Dennis, you're not going to like this.
What? What aren't I going to like?
The flying!
I know, Den. We could call in the Air Force. No.
Send up a team of budgies?
No! I'll go up in a hang glider. Oh, I don't think so.
Or we could send up the human cannonball.
That's the daftest idea yet, Pie Face. It's miles too high. You couldn't shoot a person up there. You'd need something loads lighter, like a dog. Go on, Nash. You can do it. Go on, boy. For B. I can't watch. Tell me what's going on, Curly. She's up. Oh, she's down. She's up. She's down. She's up. She's down.
Good doggy!
Oh, nice catch, Gnasher. What's he doing now? Looks like he's going for a controlled emergency descent.
Dun-dun!
Hello, everyone. I'm here.
Mum!
Hello, darling. Has Dennis been looking after you properly?
We have fun with Dun-dun! We fly up in air!
Did you? That's nice, darling. Well, Dennis, I'm so relaxed I've booked another class for next week, so I might want you to look after Bee again.
That's all right, Mum. Bee's no trouble. Are you, Bee?
Lovely, Dennis. Here, you and your friends go and enjoy yourselves.
Wow! Thanks, Mum.
I'll take that. This little menace has ruined my lovely bouncy castle.
Oh, Dennis!
Oh, I don't believe it, Gnasher. The tickets for the wrestling tonight are way out of my allowance range. Oh, we're going to miss the Mr. Magnifico fight.
Mr. Magnifico? Is that an animal, vegetable or mineral?
Definitely animal.
Oh, Mum, he's the best wrestler in the tag team universe. Pieface and Curly are going. Could I have an advance on me allowance to get a ticket too? Please.
Dad?
How much are these tickets?
They're only...
How much?
But it's a once-in-a-lifetime chance to...
The answer's no, Dennis. N-O spells no.
Oh, come on, Gnasher. It's not fair, Gnasher. Everyone's going to see Mr. Magnifico wrestle tonight.
Including me.
What? You?
Yes, it's the perfect place to try out my new moves.
You have moves?
First aid moves. I'm a bandage master. Ha, first class.
Bandage. I knew you couldn't be a wrestling fan.
Wrestling? Certainly not. I shall be attending in my capacity of junior first aider with your mum.
Mum, why didn't she say something?
I've only just heard myself. These are the backstage passes from First Aid HQ.
Brilliant! Looks like we're going nowhere.
These are for first aid badge holders only.
But what? Where do I get a first aid badge?
You don't just get a badge, silly. You have to earn it by passing your first aid test.
Test? OK, I'll do it. I mean, how hard can it be?
Dennis volunteering to take a test? This I've got to see.
So, down to business. When, where and who's the judge?
That will be me.
You? Oh, come on, Gnasher. We better get some practice in. There. That's our studying over. Let's go get that badge.
Shall we begin? Dennis? One needs a basic knowledge of anatomy to pass this test. Can you point to the pelvic bone?
There. The pelvis has left the building.
Well done, Dennis.
Thank you very much.
Everyone's entitled to one lucky guess.
OK. Where's the clavicle? The radius? The carpal? The metatarsals? Hey! Where's the skull?
I think that's enough academic testing for today, Walter. Let's move on to the practical tests.
Did you learn all that at school?
No, Dad. Living with a bone magnet like Gnasher, you can't help learn a lot about bones.
Let's see how good you are at dealing with a practical test.
Bring it on!
You stand in as the patient.
Me? But I just might... Oh, all right.
OK, Dennis. Let's imagine the patient has sprained his ankle. What do you do?
I know what to do, Mum. Lots of kids get sprained ankles in football practice.
Especially when you're playing.
OK, Dad. Time to elevate your foot. And...
Apply a cold compress.
coming right up. Gnasher?
Ouch!
Frozen fish. Frozen sausages. Frozen chips. That should be enough now, Gnasher. Let's go. All done. Thanks to you, Gnasher. Hey, where's Gnasher?
Where do you think?
Gnasher!
Shall we move on? Your patient is suffering from heat stroke. What do you do to help?
Cool him down?
Well done.
Yes, but how exactly?
Easy. Gnasher, jumper.
Remove excess clothing. And douse with water to cool.
That's freezing!
Job done.
He appears to have fainted.
Fainted? We must get the blood flowing back to his head.
I'm on it, Mum.
Okay, Gnasher. Finished!
Dennis!
Fail!
Fail? What for?
Bad bandage techniques.
Mum?
Sorry, Dennis. Walter's marking the test, not me.
You mean I really failed?
Unless you can prove to Walter that your bandage techniques are good enough. Yes.
I'll be ready to go to the wrestling right after tea. Here's your pass.
Thank you, Walter.
Remember, practice makes perfect.
Come on, Gnasher. We've got some serious practicing to do.
Hey, what about me? Oh.
Coast clear, Gnasher? Right, Gnasher. Time for the first aid showdown.
Right. Earplugs to drown out all the screaming and shouting. Extra safety pins. Extra plasters. Extra strong smelling salts. I understand the ringside can get a bit hot and bothered. Phew!
It's showdown time, Walter. Meet the fastest bandager in the West. If I win, I get my badge.
And if you lose,
I won't.
we'll see about that. Not bad for a beginner. Beat that!
I thought you'd never ask. Now that's what I call good bandage technique. I reckon I'd pass now, don't you, Walter?
All right. You pass the test. You get your badge.
Yahoo! Mr. Magnifico, here we come!
What about me?
Eyes on the audience, not the entertainment, Dennis.
Remember, we're here to watch the crowd, not the wrestling.
Oh, no wonder they let us in for free. What a disaster. We've got ringside seats and I can't even watch me hero wrestle.
Sorry, kid.
No problem. Mr. Magnifico.
Payback time. Still on a skateboard, Dennis? Shame your parents can't afford one of these.
What? I look like a complete muppet. Let's test the rocket overdrive, Gnasher.
suppose you think that's funny, do you?
Oh, no!
But Dennis, what exactly have you done to deserve a new skateboard?
Must be something.
No, dear, there isn't. But I do have an idea. It's your school prize giving soon.
Prize giving?
Yes, where Walter's parents always look down their noses at us because he wins everything. Now, if you won something for a change...
You get me a new skateboard, right?
I was going to say it would just be so lovely for us all.
And you get me a new skateboard?
Dennis, if you win a prize, I'll happily buy you this. The very best skateboard in the catalogue.
Wow! But what could you get a prize for? You haven't done very much work, have you, Dennis?
There must be one I can win.
It won't be easy, Dennis. To be quite honest with you, if you can pull this off, I'll eat my hat.
Morning, Mrs. Creature. How about a nice juicy apple to get your day off to a cracking start?
All right, Dennis. What's your game?
No game, miss. Here, I'll take that.
Oi!
I want to carry it for you.
What?
Please? I thought you might like some flowers from my garden.
Oh, Dennis, I feel a little faint.
Oh, let me help you to your chair.
Good morning, Mrs. Creature. I brought you a flower.
Oh, that's kind, dear. Put it in there with the ones Dennis brought. Heavens, Dennis! If you keep this up, you'll be a contender for the Good Behaviour Prize.
How else am I going to get this skateboard? Good behaviour's the only prize you don't need top grades for. But you'll never beat Walter at sucking up to Mrs. Creature.
You never spoke a true word. I thought you might like 2 apples today, Mrs. Creature.
Or would you prefer a bowl of delicious fruit salad?
Might one carry your valise for you, Mrs. Creature?
No need for that. My men will carry you and your bag straight to the classroom.
Oh! Dennis means business. We have to stop him.
What are we going to do, Walter?
Overwhelm him with superior firepower. Nobody beats me at sucking up.
Morning, Mrs. Creature. Thought you might like tea and toast today.
Or maybe you prefer to choose from a selection of freshly baked pastries and ground continental coffee.
Cappuccino or latte? I don't know, Gnasher. It's prize giving today, but old Creature still won't say who's ahead.
Yes.
Still, at least there'll be loads of food afterwards. Tell you what, I'll try and bring you back some sausages.
So, may the best man win, eh?
No doubt who that is, Walter.
Face it, Dennis. It would take a miracle for you to beat me.
Boys, I'd like you to meet our guest speaker, Sir Arthur Guff. Dennis and Walter are the front runners for the Good Behaviour Prize.
Is that so? Well, he's the hooligan who knocked me over in the park the other day.
Walter, is this true?
It was an accident, miss.
And then he ran away. You can't give him the best behaviour prize. He's a disgrace to the school.
Well, it was neck and neck, but that settles it. Dennis, the prize is yours.
What?
Yes!
Come on, Walter. It's starting. I can't go in. It's too humiliating. Hang on. That's Dennis's dog. Excellent. If I'm not getting that prize, neither is Dennis. Ladies and gentlemen, Sir Arthur Guff, Beano Town's most distinguished manufacturer of plastic-coated string.
If life has taught me one thing, it is that to succeed in life, you need a good piece of string. Now, many people will tell you that string has no personality. Nothing could be further from the truth.
Why's the dog catcher here?
Dennis, hand that dog over this instant.
What? No, miss, please.
Oh, I might have known this was all too good to be true. Hand him over now, or there's no prize.
Run, Gnasher!
So, I always tie a piece of string to my big toe. I remember the first time I had string for my birthday. Long, brown. I'd stop turn paint. What's happening?
Bring that dog here!
Oh. You boy, with the dog, come here. Now, that was funny. First time I've laughed in 60 years. Here, this is my special prize for outstanding individual achievement. And it goes to Dennis.
We're so proud of you, Dennis. This is the happiest day of our lives.
And we're going straight from here to the shops to buy you that skateboard.
Thanks, Dad.
But weren't you going to eat your hat as well?
Have this one, dear. I'm tired of it.
Thanks very much, dear. Bit chewy.
Hello, Gran.
Hello, Dennis. Nipper's competing in the big dog show in the park. You want to enter Gnasher too?
I dunno, Gran. Dog shows aren't really Gnasher's thing.
There'll be lots of other dogs there.
Nah, he still doesn't fancy it.
It's sponsored by Butch Butcher. There's a load of sausages for the winner.
That'll be a yes, then.
What are you doing here, Dennis? This is the competitor's entrance.
Yeah, so?
Well, I hardly think your muss is fit to compete. Or this other mongrel.
Oh, yeah? Well, check these out. Official entry forms for Gnasher and Nipper.
Honestly, they're letting in any old riff-raff these days. Now that's more like it. Look at Miss Minniewolf. Just the kind of classy dog we want in the show. Hello, Athena. Hello, Miss Minniewolf.
Oh, Walter, can't you get rid of those creatures?
Cheek. Who do they think they are?
Exactly. Oh, come on, Walter. Let us in.
I suppose I'll have to, but keep those two away from the other pedigree contestants. We don't want them all catching fleas.
Ladies and gentlemen, we come to the talent section of the show to be judged by the Mayor, Mrs. Creature, and of course our sponsor, Butch Butcher, purveyor of Beanotown's finest sausages. Please welcome our first competitor, Mrs. Bonzilla Barkington Wagstaff and Los Chihuahuas Bonsileros.
Right, Gnasher and Nipper. Talent? Ooh, let me see. Dirt magnets?
They've got plenty of talent. They're going to wipe the floor with the other dogs.
Judging by their appearance, it looks as if you've wiped the floor with them.
There's nothing wrong with the way they look.
Well, it's my job to marshal the contestants. Any infringement of the rules by these two, and they'll be out.
Los Chihuahuas Bonsileros, ladies and gentlemen.
They scored 9 out of 10 for pedigree in the first round.
And I'd give them at least 8 for originality. Don't you think, Mr. Butcher?
I think they must have been too small to see.
That's what Chihuahuas are, Mr. Butcher. Very small.
No, I mean, I've lost my glasses. No, I had them a minute ago.
Good luck, Athena. And you, Miss Minniewolf. I hope you win.
And now the height of fashion, Athena Kane and Miss Minniewolf. Very stylish, I think you'll agree.
Wow, major talent. They can both walk without falling over.
Miss Minniewolf scored 9 for pedigree. I'll give her 6 for talent.
And switch. What, Gnasher? That's awesome.
Standing on hind legs? I'm not sure that's allowed.
Oh, give it a rest, Walter.
I'm keeping an eye on you. Loved your act, Athena. So chic.
Don't worry, Gnasher. We'll show those snooty dog owners a thing or two.
Say hello to Beanotown's favourite policeman, Sergeant Slipper, and his canine cop, Biter.
Biter is a highly trained law enforcement specialist. At the north end of the field, you will see Constable Coughdrop, posing as a dangerous criminal perpetrator type villain. Now, watch as Biter makes the arrest. Go, boy! Apprehend that suspicious person. No, boy! Apprehend her! Oh, she's the perpetrator!
Even you're more obedient than Biter.
Pedigree was in order, but 0 for talent, I think.
No, I didn't really get a good look.
That's because you were facing the wrong way, Mr. Butcher.
And now our final competitors, Nipper and
chasing their own tails.
Good luck, boys. Think of the sausages. Well, Gran, if you ask me, Gnasher and Nipper have the talent show in the bag.
Oh my goodness! These beastly creatures might actually win! There must be some rule against motorbike riding. Oh, yes! Marvellous idea, Athena!
By gosh, I do believe you're right. That motorised vehicle is exceeding the speed limit. Biter, arrest those lawbreakers.
This is not good, Gran.
Not good at all, Dennis.
My poor little babies! I knew you'd make a mockery of everything. You and your scruffy mutt.
Chill out, Walter. It's only a dog show.
Yes, well, all the other dogs have got proper pedigrees. So luckily, you've got no chance of winning.
Now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to present the Best in Show trophy, which has been kindly presented by Mr. Butch Butcher.
Oh, I wish I had my glasses. Oh.
Here they are, Mr. Butcher.
Remember, Best in Show goes to the dog with most points for talent and pedigree. Under consideration are Police Dog Biter, Los Chihuahuas Bouncileros, Gnasher and Nipper, and finally, Miss Minnie Wolf. And the winner is... Miss Minnie Wolf!
I knew we would do it, my Poochie Woochie.
Well done, Athena! Miss Minnie Wolf is truly a special class of dog.
Oh, hang on a minute. Now I've found my glasses, I can see the entry form. It says here that Gnasher is an Abyssinian wire-haired tripe hound.
Really? A tripe hound? The rarest breed of all? Well, that's different. Bring your dog up here, boy.
What? Why is that different?
Yes, tripe hound.
If you groomed your dog up occasionally, we would have seen he's a very special breed.
Course he's special. He's me best mate.
But that dog has no talent.
Well, not just your best mate, but also, I'm delighted to announce, he's the best in show.
This is an outrage. Come on, sweetie. We don't need this stupid dog show anyway.
I don't believe it. This has to be some kind of mistake.
Result, Gnasher. You rule.